Hello, everyone! So today, we're going to take a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Alchemist Prime. So he is the fourth of the 13 to be released, and the first among the second wave of the Age of the Primes line. And I have him here posed with his lenses, or lens. So the lens actually helps him see not just through the physical plane, but also in the spiritual plane. But the issue is, I think, I'm not too sure, but in the show, or in Transformers lore, the lenses aren't actual physical things. They're actually attached to his optic sensors or his eyes. So this is not actually an artifact that he uses like as a weapon or something, or as a tool. But it's still nice that they added it in, especially with the logo of Alchemist Prime, as you can see there. So these two things, or the lenses, can be separated into two, which can form these like small blades on him, which I don't really know how he can use it as a weapon, but still. Or you can put it on the peg on his forearm, and it becomes like me bladed gauntlets. Again, they look really weird like that. Or you can just flip them over just like this, so they look like he has miniguns on his forearms. So really cool. So let's take a closer look at him. So first off, the face sculpt is amazing. I love the mustache. The mustache is something that I really like. His eyes already has the lenses, that's why it's color blue. There are wheels here in his chest, but I don't really mind. I like his color, like a dark green camouflage type color. So if you look at him from the front, overall there's no like hollow points or like any visible kibble except for this. Except when you look at the forearm. So that is a really hollow space. I wish they could have done something to cover it up, similar to Solus Prime, where she has some cover in the forearm portion. But aside from that, there's really nothing in front that will be any hollow spaces or any kibble. Also, one thing I noticed is the thigh. I'm not sure if you can see it, but this part is not painted. Well, this part is painted, so don't know why they did that. And then at the back, really amazing from the back. No backpack at all, no kibble except for the wheels, and no hollow spaces. So really nice. There. Now let's take a look at this articulation. So for the head, can look up, can look downwards, and because of transformation, oh, let me show you. He can look further downwards, which is really nice if you want to post him looking like that. For the shoulders, can do the full 360, can move sideways, bicep swivel, elbow joint 90 degrees. Unfortunately, there's no wrist swivel. Waist swivel, uncompromised. For the legs, kick sideways that far, forwards that far, and backwards just a little bit far. Thigh swivel, knee bend, really nice, 90 degrees. And the toes or the foot can pivot and can tiptoe. So that's really nice. Now let's take a look at his size comparisons. So the first one is the Studio Series Transformers 1 B127, or Badassatron. In order for you guys to see how he looks or his sizes up with a common deluxe class figure. So next is the Age of the Primes Solus Prime. Next is the Age of the Primes Prima Prime. And lastly, among the Age of the Primes line, we have Megatronus the Fallen. Then we have here Earthrise Optimus Prime. And lastly, we have the Transformers Legacy animated Bumblebee. So let's head on to his transformation. So his transformation is pretty straightforward. Just a couple of steps. So the first thing you need to do, open up his chest plate, push his head downwards, and then close it up. Next is basically close up his arms or hands. You don't need to fully close them. They can only go that far. And then next is rotate the waist so that the torso is now facing backwards. Now we go to the legs. So we open this up, push the foot in. You don't have to push it all the way, just like this. This is enough. And do the same with the other one. So open it up, push the foot in. Now we combine these. So when you combine it, make sure that the legs or the thighs and waist are aligned properly so that you won't have any issues later. So just combine them like this. Now what we'll do is basically fold them here on the knee bend, just like that. Now next we move on to the arms. So the arms, we basically shift this like this, rotate them like this so that their arms are facing upwards. Now we detach again. Now we basically rotate this. So what we need to basically achieve here is, so this should be aligned like this, I think. Yeah, they should be aligned like that. So when you open it up, make sure that it's aligned like that. Now what we need to do is basically just close it up like this, and do the same for the other one like this. So you might want to push it in just like that, because there's a tab here, there's a tab there, which will go to a slot there. So do the same for the other one. Just push them a little bit so that when we fold this inwards later, it's gonna be one smooth motion. Now we combine these two parts, the arms basically, so, and the forearms. So that's combined. Now we basically fold this up like this. So that's what I mentioned. When you push it inwards, when you fold it like this, it's gonna be one smooth motion. You don't have to like struggle with this part if it's out, so it quickly tabs in. So anyway, once we're there, we're basically, make sure that the forearms are not upwards, so you can just bend them like that so that it's closer to the foot. Now we just close it up and then combine it together. Now we're almost done. Next thing is the windshield. Just flip it up like this, fold it, and then close it. Now those two tabs should be inside, so just pull it a little bit and then push the windshield, and there we go. We have Alchemist Prime in his vehicle mode. So here we have Alchemist Prime in his vehicle mode. This is such a clean vehicle mode. You can see no kibble at all. I like how this breaks the monotone of the black and dark green. So it looks really nice. There are a bunch of details there as well, even in the wheels. And at the back, if you don't know that these are hands and feet, you won't even think they are. Like, it's not obvious. And then on the side, similar to the other side. Up front, it looks really, really nice, really, really cool. I like the translucent blue plastic used here. On top, it's really clean as well. There are two pegs here, which I'll show you what they're for later. And underneath, it's basically his body. So yeah. So these two peg holes are for his weapons. So you can attach them up top, so you can incorporate them even in his vehicle mode. So one more amazing thing that I like about these Age of the Primes vehicle mode or alt modes is that they roll really well. So as you can see, the wheels roll really well, and this is common among the Age of the Prime lines, especially the 13, especially even Megatronus the Fallen. His tank mode really rolls really well. So yeah, this is his vehicle mode, Cybertronian, some kind of mini truck or minivan. So let's go ahead to size comparisons. First off, we have Siege Hound. So they're pretty much the same size. I put them here because they look pretty similar, especially with the color scheme and their design. Next is Solus Prime. Prima Prime. Megatronus the Fallen. And lastly, Earthrise Optimus Prime. So final thoughts on the Age of the Primes, Alchemist Prime. So the design is pretty straightforward, but not too simple. It doesn't seem too basic. He feels nice to the touch, like even though he feels hollow, because his chest is hollow, his legs are hollow, his forearms are hollow, he still feels like compact. And I like the design, especially the face sculpt with the mustache and the eyes. No complaints in his robot mode design, just, oh, I guess there's one complaint, the hollow forearms. But aside from that, no complaints from me from the robot mode for Alchemist Prime. For alt mode, no complaints as well. It looks perfect. It's really clean. The wheels roll really nice. A lot of details, and the transformation is simple, but not too simple to the point that it's boring to transform. It's actually kind of fun to transform him, and his posability is really nice for a small figure, and he scales well as well. And he scales well with the other primes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye bye.